want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere. From everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Obabia, Sika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. Not in you cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you know bad, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world, because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand the mountains. I didn't say what mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
Good afternoon. Good evening and good morning to some of you, depending on where you are domiciled. And I welcome you to this afternoon exposition. And then during this exposition actually is going to be unusual. It's going to be unusual because my heart is bleeding. My heart is bleeding, you know, and I am going to make it categorically clear to you as per the plans of the enemy. It is a lamentation that I come with this evening or this afternoon or this morning, according to where you are. But first of all, I welcome you, great people of Biafra, great people of Africa. I welcome you to this special exposition. We are going to expose the plans of the enemy. Great Biafrans all over the world, the media warriors, unshakable media warriors of IPOB, the most resolute and formidable media warriors of IPOB. I am calling on you right now because we are coming. We are going to be facing a very, very formidable war. And that war, they have tried everything to distract you from this war that we have to engage. They are putting all these things you see, it is actually something to use it to manipulate you, to pull your energy away from the real thing that these people are planning. The enemies they are planning, the enemies they are doing all sort of plans just to make sure that they will achieve their, evil agenda. Because keeping Nigeria one is indeed the first priority of the Western Europeans and America. Keeping Nigeria one is their primary, obligation. It is not a joke. We are going to be engaging a very, very formidable war this time around, more than ever before. And who are the ones who is going to promote the agenda of these evildoers? Who are the ones who are going to sell the agenda of these evildoers? There are none other than Autopilot and Idu. And I am going to prove it to you. I am going to prove it to you. If you have never paid attention before, I want you to pay very, very good attention. The last time we announced that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming out, the Autopilot did not go in there to sleep. The Western people, their Western accomplices, they did not go there to sleep. They did not take it easy. They did not, take it easy, because they know that in judiciary, Nigeria will never have anything to nail Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And at the end of the day, I'm also going to tell you the reason why, the most important thing that, Buhari is supposed to, or the mask wearer in Aso Rock, supposed to be presenting on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the reason why he is not presenting it. I am going to be exposing the new plans of these infiltrators, because some of these members of these infiltrators, believe you me, some of these, their regular members, they do not know exactly what these evil people in the USA are doing. They do not know what these evil people in the USA are doing. But I am going to expose their primary agenda, that we need to get ready for a very, 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 very formidable war against our enemies, both external and within, because this is the time that we need to do it. If we are not able to start it early, right now, it might take us by surprise when somebody comes to Facebook and tell you that their Facebook platform is getting blocked. Therefore, you must enter their room, enter places, and when you finish enter, they close the door. That is the reason why we need to be we need to be 100 steps ahead of these enemies before they start rolling out this plan. And they already started feeding it to our people, and you might not understand it because you are being confused by what is making round on social media. You are being confused by your Wazurike news. You are being confused by these things they put up as if they are fighting themselves. Autopilot is the one I'm talking about. We understand that there is already a conflict of interest within Autopilot, cabals. Within their cabals, there is already a conflict of interest. But now, they want to hold on. They want to use this conflict of interest as a weapon. They want to use this fight on themselves as a weapon, just to deceive you, just to make you believe that, you know, that they are not having any grip anymore. But I am going to show you what is going to shock you. But first of all, I am going to bring to you their last broadcast, which they call joint broadcast, and you saw how that joint broadcast ended. What you saw there, it is not the meaning of what is going on. I am going to tell you exactly the meaning of what is going on. I am going to make it clear to you right now. I want you to pay very good attention. Share this video. Share this video, invite other people to join. Before we go there, let us remind the world one thing that is very, very important. Let us remind the world one thing that is very, very important.
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a British national and political activist who was traveling on a British passport when he was kidnapped and tortured in Kenya for 8 days by Kenyan and Nigerian government-sponsored criminals. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned to Nigeria on a government-chartered flight without extradition process. Nigerian government continues to hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu captive under severe torture, treating him worse than a condemned criminal. In spite of all the protests around the world condemning extraordinary rendition of this great eloquent political activist and demanding for his release, Boris Johnson's British government continues to do nothing and says nothing to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is a British citizen and who is being tortured to death by the Islamist fundamentalist controlled government of Nigeria. The questions now are, what does Boris Johnson's British government know about the planned kidnapping, torture, and rendition of this British citizen in the hands of the Islamist fundamentalist controlled Nigerian government? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is neither a criminal nor a wanted person in the civilized world. Why is Boris Johnson's British government romanticizing with this Islamist fundamentalist controlled Nigerian government who are sponsoring terrorism around the world? Why is the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Miss Katrina Liang, romanticizing holding hands and taking photos with the terrorists who are holding her own British citizen captive unlawfully? If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is to be a white British citizen, would he be abandoned to die in a foreign country for committing no crime? The answer is no. For asking for the freedom of the Biafran people in Nigeria, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to law. For practicing Judaism, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to law. Calling on the world leaders to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now to avoid the dire consequences if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is killed by Nigerian government and her accomplices. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. Let Biafra go. What the Almighty God cannot do does not exist. This message is supported by the human rights advocates.
So now, let me bring to you something, because we are going to bring the dots together. Then I will present you the new plans. I'm going to present you the new plans, but I want to feed you from starting with the milk first before we get there. Because when you've been hungry, you need to start small. Then we will get there, then you will be able to understand exactly what I am lamenting about this time around. Let us start from here. We are going to start from here. Of course, you know that there was a broadcast which autopilots were having. In that broadcast, they started fighting each other, but of course, do not see it the way it happened, because I am going to bring your mind back to it. Then you will understand it. Because these people you see in autopilot, this leftover that you see in autopilot media, especially that woman called Nelly Ofebu, I can assure you that woman knows what she is doing. You see that woman, she knows what she is doing. That woman is a pure evil. You see that woman called Nelly Ofebu, she is a pure devil, formidable devil. That is exactly what Nelly Ofebu is. And those who are on the ground, because she is the one who is piloting everything, instilling and inculcating on our people, lies that is formidable enough to destroy our people and misguide our people. And that is exactly what they are up to right now. And we are going to expose them, just like they have presented it. We are going to expose them. Now, I want to start from the grassroots. Let's start from the grassroots. I want to remind you that the issue they had during that broadcast that you were watching the other day, it was the issue of when you remember that broadcast, the other one say you don't discuss a Jofo here. The other one said a Jofo this, a Jofo that. And the other one act like he got angry and he left. And that anger and living is only pointing at one person. Only pointing at one person. You remember this boy, the Akwa Ibom boy, that Pomo boy. I want you to understand that Pomo boy is now envying Eberima in Finland. That is the conflict of interest that is there. But the most, another media, criminal that is very dangerous is that person masking himself as a Biafra Unite. That guy masking himself as a Biafra Unite is from Anambra State. That guy, you need to know whom that criminal is. That guy is a very, very serious criminal. You need to know whom he is. Because if you allow that boy or whichever guy that is masking himself under Biafra Unite, if you allow him to carry on with what he is doing, you remember now that in Finland, He believes that, he knows we've given him the heat. So now, while they are trying to roll out their next plan, there is a conflict of interest. And who is championing that conflict of interest? It is this former boy trying to fight Ekperima, to sideline Ekperima, one way or the other. And the reason why they are trying to sideline Ekperima now is because, number one, they see that Ekperima is making money more than them. They see that Ekperima is now presenting to be the leader more than them. And they believe that Ekperima will give up on this quest because the heat is too much on Ekperima. And everything they have done is on the head of Ekperima. That is the reason why that boy from Akwa Ibom, that former boy from Akwa Ibom, is trying to now belittle Ekperima to less than nothing. He is trying to belittle Ekperima to less than nothing. That is the reason why they are now telling you autopilot does not have leader. Autopilot does not have leader. That their leadership is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God will burn all their mouth that they are using to mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the dangerous enemy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has. If you are not paying attention, pay attention very well. Now, these people, this set of people, you see Ekperima, you see Akwa Ibom boy, you see Nelly Ofebo, Yibo, Bridget, you see these people, Biafra Unite. You see Biafra Unite. Biafra Unite is going to be the next in line. And Akwa Ibom boy does not want it to be an Igbo speaking Biafra, to be the next in line who will be their face. That is the conflict of interest that is going on there. They don't want their next cabal to be led by Igbo speaking Biafra. And that is the reason why he is fighting Ekperima in Finland. He is trying to do anything to sabotage Ekperima in Finland. All of that, get it right. All of them are criminal, the same syndicate, that are promoting the same agenda. But now the conflict of interest is the only thing that is making them having a broadcast, having arguments. Now, let me present to you this, where all this thing began, because they were the ones who pushed Ekperima in Finland to go and attack Ejiofor. Are you paying attention? They were the ones who pushed Ekperima in Finland to go and attack Barrister Ejiofor from the beginning, when he claimed he was making a state of a nation. Let me refresh your mind with it before we proceed. Let me refresh your mind. Now, I am going to leave this one here. Of course, you heard it. Of course, you know where he is going. But there is one sentiment, or I will call it sentiment, that he made. There is one bombshell that he dropped, which is going to take us back to who sent him in this mission that he is standing here today. The one who sent him in this mission that he stood here, that you are seeing right now, talking about Barrister Ejiofor back then, after my interview with Barrister Ejiofor, was Oyibo and Nelly. Oyibo and Nelly. And the reason why they sent him here was because they believed that autopilot was going to crash. That is the reason why this guy, because it was not out of his, it was not his initiative. That's why he said, those of you who believe that I am coming here to lash at Barrister Ejiofor, or those of you who believe that I am coming here to pieces or destroy Barrister Ejiofor, I am, you will be disappointed, but you will not be disappointed thoroughly. That is what I want you to refresh from this broadcast. Then I leave it here. We go somewhere else, because we are laying a background to where we are going. Of course, you will struggle to hear that, broadcast, because it does not have enough volume. But let us go to the real thing. Let us also understand the psychology. They pushed him to go and insult Barrister Ejiofor, to go and belittle Barrister Ejiofor, while they were pushing him. Because of course, once you dine with the enemy, you will never go out. You remember all these movies that you watch those days, that when you are dining with the criminal, or you join a criminal syndicate, and maybe of course you find out that there is a lot of people shooting going on, you decide to quit. They say you cannot quit. Either you quit or you die, or either you stay with them or you die, because they will not allow you to quit. That is exactly what is like presenting, because Ekperima in Finland now is now knowing that he is going to be reduced to less than nothing. If you continue with this, if you continue what he is doing with Nelly Ofebu and all that, after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. But now, guess what? They are now putting a very, very strategic plan, so that even when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, that what they will be doing, they will continue to do it. Of course, remember, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will come out with some bail conditions, but I am going to analyze it to you when we get there. Now, let us go here for now. Let us go here. I want you to pay attention and listen to what is going on here.
And that all these things here are game plan. But we understand it all and we are moving forward. So as we will come to tell us, we have passed that level. We have passed that level of MNK. So next time, tell the Zoological Republic to be able to give you another different tactics. So that when you come and use it, you see the result of Biafran. Because this one we are used to it, and we are autopilot. We will raise fund.
What this idiot is saying here, he is saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that the message Barrister Jofo delivered, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not feeling good, he's ill, and he's not being treated good, he's not being fed, his meal. They hardly give him one meal in a day, one course meal in a day. They say no, disregard it. Ejiofor has come now to make them lose focus on their revolution announcement or their revolution plan. And I am going to tell you exactly what is that revolution when we are, by the time we get there. That is the reason why they are telling you, because this announcement that Barrister Jofo announced, it is actually the truth. They want to do it. The DSS are now planning formidably. Remember, I told you that Berima, how did he know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that the DSS suggested that there is a juju in Isiago that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to wear? They suggested it in their private facility. How did Berima in Finland get to hear it? Maybe today he told you that his spirit told him that his spirit, because he knows that we have caught him red-handed. He will tell you that his spirit told him today. We are going to put that together. Barrister Jofo came to tell us that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not treated okay in the DSS dungeon. Please, somebody confirm for me if we are coming out clear. Please confirm for me if we are coming out clear, because I have seen that there are some shortcomings in our reception. Okay. Now, there is that DSS now planned this deal that they will start starving Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Remember in 2015 that DSS, even when called to grant Mazen Nnamdi Kanu bail, DSS refused him to go home, because the DSS they want to destroy Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They want to destroy Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at all costs. And during this comment, if there is anybody that is commenting rubbish in that comment section, I want you to disregard that person and pay attention to this message, because you are going to share this message, because you are going to get this very, very significant information. Now, the DSS presented it that they stopped feeding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, knowing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is winning. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is winning, and everything is going to come back on the DSS. The only way they are going to portray their plan, and this plan is the reason why you find Catriona Lang. That is the reason why you find Catriona Lang going about meeting the cabals, taking pictures with the cabals, taking pictures with Abubakar Malami. They are strategizing, planning, knowing that they cannot, because what they have seen, the whole world have seen already. What is the case that they have presented, the baby case they presented against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and called it terrorism charges and called it treasonable felony. I want you to pay attention. They have seen that those cases does not have any stand in any court around the world. It does not have any stand in any court around the world. The case they have presented, they duplicated it to 15 count charges in order to buy time. And that time they've been buying, hoping that the people they placed in the media is going to push us to the wall to come and even start claiming what we did not know about, in order to say we are doing it. That is the reason why they could not succeed, because we are very, very, formidably ahead of them in their plans, in their presentation. We are ahead of them. That is the reason why they are planning now. Remember that whenever this woman visits anybody that is the enemy of the people and the indigenous people, it becomes catastrophic. Remember during the time of NSAS, she visited Tinubu. Of course, you remember. She visited Tinubu. After visiting Tinubu, then it becomes a bloodbath in Lekki Toll Gate. And that is exactly what is going on right now. That is exactly what is going on right now. That is what she is going about, visiting Botu Malami, visiting DSS, visiting every stakeholder in this case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, giving them no plan, because this woman is a president of Nigeria. If you are not aware, she move around, tell them what to do. She move around, give them Western agenda on how to run you, on how to place you on a poverty, on how to place you on abstract poverty, because if they release you to think, like a human being, you will not allow this government to thrive in their criminality, or you will not allow the British oligarchy, to thrive in Nigeria anymore. That is the reason why she is, always ahead of time, going everywhere, planting a seed that is going to grow if care is not taken. Let me make it clear to you that what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going, is passing through right now in the DSS dungeon is as a result of Western agenda, which I've been crying about all this while. The reason why they start torturing him, starving him today, is because they want Barrister Joffo, because of course they know that the world will hear it. And the reason why the world will hear it is that there is already a premeditated plan that they have put in place. Who are going to sell this plan for them? The autopilot, Edu. And that is the reason why they are looking for somebody that is going to be loyal to the core, somebody that is still very hungry, that if they push him, he will say, how fast do you want me to fall? That is the reason why they are using Pomo Boy to see if they are going to sideline Ekperima in Finland, because pocket Ekperima in Finland is getting full. And therefore, Ekperima in Finland is now doing what he wants. Not all, he's no longer taking all the, order given to him. He's now doing Shakara one way or the other, but he knows that there is something that they have against him. That is the reason why he will not explode. But it is already here on his neck. Believe you me, if you know anybody that knows him, ask him what I am saying. Just ask him if what I am saying is actually the truth. It is already here with him, because their activity is, the more he is trying to, mask it, the more they are making it opendential. The more he is trying to mask their, their way, the more they are people like Owasofia, because they don't want, with these people, and their activity, even if in Finland wake up tomorrow to say, I have repented, but believe you me, he will never be forgiven. He will never ever be forgiven. The reason why I say he will never ever be forgiven, because every foundation and every ground that they have laid today with autopilot and Edu, Ekperima in Finland is the formidable force that laid it, 99.9% of it. So whether he begin to start, if he start changing today, he must never be forgiven. Out of selfishness, he didn't know what he was landing himself into. But at the end of this, battle that we are embarking on, Ekperima in Finland will never remain the same. He will never ever hear when somebody talk about, go and attack IPOB. It will be the last thing he will ever do in his life, because this thing is going to swallow him. It is coming to that time where it is going to swallow him. If he has ears, let him hear what I am saying right now. If you have ears, hear it and hear it clearly. This one is not about prophets tell you, I am this prophet, a prophet of a nation. Yeah, I see this, I see that. This is not it. What I am telling you, it is a divine message. If you are not careful, what you are engaging with this Umuanya Akata, it will go to eat you up. It is going to eat you up. Because they are also planning for you. And you are also getting filled up with their activities. Because you believe now your pocket is getting there. And another thing is that you can't be belittling yourself with all these cheap akunakunas and all these pomo boys. That is what is the problem. Now they will remind you that you were nobody. That is what is awaiting you. And they are going to expose you. So another thing that I am going to tell you right now, that guy called Biafra Unite, that boy is an evil devil incarnate. That guy does not like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is an hungry lion who is willing to do anything in order to fit in a Berima's shoe. And the Omo boy is fighting. Why will it always be Igbo speaking that will fit in a Berima's shoe? That is exactly what you are going to hear here. Now let's go to this video, because without wasting of much time, I don't want to take long on this broadcast. Listen.
The same way that we raise funds for Eastern Security Network to, of course, I will say it.
I am still coming back to the reason why the DSS is starving Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If I do not come back to it after analyzing this video, please, somebody pull me through to it. I must not forget. I must not forget. They are starving him so that the news will break out. Now when the news break out, then they will now start, bringing. There is something formidably that they are planning with this news that they have made it to break out. There is something that they are planning with it. I'm going to expose them, because we are IPOB. We are formidable force led by Chukwu Okike Abiama, who lives in heaven, and he will never let us down. Listen attentively, and I want you to focus on the conflict of interest here. I want you to pay attention to the conflict of interest. And the Perim already know that the Omo boy is fighting for his position in autopilot, and he do. And he already know that even Biafra Unite, he does not have that mouth to challenge them, because he is just like JJC. And JJC, who is a coward, cannot show his face. Are you paying attention? And that is the reason why I get Tiana very soon. Listen very attentively and watch the psychology here.
The way I feel and the way that I'm sure Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would want us to do it. Now, going by this, I want to stand on this report. I don't want to hear any other thing. Just like as Simon said, that we want to be hearing how bad it is, because he cannot be well in DSS dungeon. And for us to be hearing how bad it is, that is what is going to ginger us to do more. And they knew. That's why every time they tell us how he is in high spirit, because they are working for the caliphate. Now, I am standing on this. We were also reliably informed by Onyendu that his meals are no longer served regularly. Onyendu barely eats once in a day, and this situation is not helping his deteriorating medical attention.
There is one, a manipulator in that comment section. Let me address him before he starts selling these lies. Now, he said, Don Chris, if the DSS, decides what legal team tell us, then I'm afraid that our legal team can be truthful to Biafrans. I don't know if it is the real Don Chris that I know, but whoever you are, I don't care, because this is very, very manipulative word. Now, let me make it clear. The DSS does not decide what our legal team passed to us. This is a war. DSS started starving Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, knowing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will let it out through the legal team and to the public. Hear it and hear it clearly, because all of you like to quote people out of context, knowing that it will come to the public, and coming to the public, there is a reason why they want to instill this. There is some atmosphere, there is some emotion that they want to create with that news. It is not that that news is not accurate. It is 100% accurate. They started starving him so that the news will come out. When the news comes out, there is some atmosphere they want to create. When they create this atmosphere, it will help them sell their next plan. I want to show you. Pay very good attention. If you are for this program, do not comment something that will distract me, because I am trying to show you something. If you love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and you love this IPOB movement, I want you to pay very good attention. Don't comment things that will distract me. But let us continue. Let us continue, because I'm still coming there.
I want to stand on this. He's deteriorating medical attention. He's deteriorating medical attention. We all saw how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was looking when he was brought to court last time. We saw him, how he was looking when he was brought to court. You can see
the same people told you that he was not in court the last time. But let us proceed.
Now, my people, what are we waiting for? We are talking about revolution. You can never ever get freedom on a platter of gold. Okay. Nobody will give it to you. You must rise up and fight for it. When we are talking about revolution, it is not a joke. Now, I want to tell you how we are going to start the revolution, because that is where we are right now. Anything you are telling me that is not the time, I want to tell you, you are not ready. We are not internet freedom fight. We are going to do it. We are taking this revolution to the state people that gathered. If you tell me that our people are being killed each and every day, you know we lost, and they came back and lied there. They were shooting sporadically on Sunday, and they even claimed that they were enforcing non-existent sit at home. Sit at home, we sat at home on Monday, and they forgot that on 17th was on Sunday, and they lied.
Are you paying attention? I hope you are paying attention, because this thing they are talking about, I am going to show you the activities of all this. The reason why they started actually reporting that they were shooting on Sunday, I am going to show you the activities of all this criminal syndicate. And what happened on that Sunday, it was a bloodbath in Anambra State. It was a bloodbath. They were called unknown gunmen. They gunned many people down. They gunned many people down. But let us not lose sight of the most important thing here. But we are going to come back to it. I am going to present those pictures to you. I want you to pay very good attention when this Calabar boy will pick up the mic. Pay very good attention.
The public, they shot themselves in the foot. So we are taking this revolution to police stations. These are the people who are killing us. We must make sure we retaliate. We cannot allow our people to keep on dying. Then how long, when are we going to start to fight back our people? You are going to collect stipend in Igwe's palace. We are going to stop it. Let me tell you now, we can never get freedom with peace. Anybody telling you they want peace in our land, in Southeast, South, as they divide us geopolitically, that person wants you to remain a slave in perpetuity. We are going to burn down the zoo. If anything happens, why would you wait until something happens to him?
Okay.
How on earth do you want to wait until something happens to Mazen Kanu? Can't you see the man on the picture? Can't you see the man is going? Are you blind?
Did you hear that? He said, can't you see the man on the picture? Can't you see the man is going? I want you to jot this place down because it is part of, it is actually part of where we are going. Can't you see the man is going? I want you to write it down because it is connected to the activities of the DSS. Can't you see the man is going? It is a point. It is a bombshell. Write it down. Let us proceed. Let us proceed.
Not a protest. A protest is different. We are talking about revolution. We will take it to them, not to march on the street to carry placards. We've passed that. That's the only time they will have opportunity to shoot our people. Nsima, please, what do you have to say? What else do we want? What else are we waiting for? What will now ignite the revolution that will give us freedom? What else? Nsima?
Thank you very much, my brother. Biafra Unite.
Listen.
And this is my message. I am so
pay very good attention. Pay very, very formidable attention here to see what I've been telling you. That the Igbo speaking, Igbo speaking is becoming also a challenge for them in their autopilot because everything they want to do, they don't want anything Igbo speaking. All this thing Nelly and all that is doing, it is because they are the money people. They are the people that the Nigeria government is giving the money. That is the reason why they are still calling half of Idu. Are you paying attention? But let us hear it. Let us hear it.
Disappointed to hear that you are saying that you want to be hearing from a Geoffrey that our leader's health is not okay. Does that make sense? We already know that 10 months ago, our leader's health has never been okay. Let no one deceive you because you don't want to say the truth about a Geoffrey, your brother. Stop covering the truth. You know that a Geoffrey is covering up the truth. You know that a Geoffrey is working for the caliphate. You know that they are using a Jofo to stop us from getting our freedom. And you are coming to tell me that you want to be hearing from a Jofo that our leaders' health is not. Is he a doctor? We already know that our leaders' health is not okay. There is nobody in the SS dungeon that does not know that nobody will be in the SS dungeon that will be okay. We have seen many evidences. You cannot be waiting to hear from a Jofo that our leaders' health is not okay. Let me tell you, revolution is the key. Whether we like it, just be doing certain research.
And while this is going on, because at least he joined the Igbo speaking Biafra while growing up. So how can we is small? While this is going on, Berima switch it off in his own media. On once they gave this former boy a mic, Berima just switch off his volume on YouTube so that this former boy will not come to YouTube, will not be speaking in his platform. He tolerates. If you go back to that Berima, or should I bring it? If you want me to bring building the ground for Nelly to come for Eperima. Eperima, that he jumped into what he is doing today. This boy prepared a ground for him. All of them, it was this boy. This boy was the first person who called Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife name in 2021, July, August. He called Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and he said, "Where's Mazen Nnamdi Kanu?" This boy was the first boy who called Barrister Jofo criminal. It was him before Nelly joined them. This boy was the one who called Kanu Kanu criminal. This boy was the one who called the DOS criminal. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I know how he was, broadcasting that time. It is in front of me like it, as if it is yesterday. This same boy, he prepared the ground for all of these people that you see today to come in. He is the one who prepared it. And they have come. They are now like this. They are given a rank above him. That is the conflict of interest that is going on here. Because our own is that we speak the truth, regardless of who gets hurt or who gets, benefited. We speak the truth. The most important thing you need to know the reason why Nelly kept this boy next to him. Because this boy, when he is talking, he presents an emotion that will deceive you, that will make you to believe that this boy actually is speaking from the inside of himself. He's pouring his heart out that he will be able to convince you when he is ranting, when he is ranting like this, he will be able to convince you. Because when he speaks, you will think that he is not well articulated. He is well articulated, and he knows the script. He knows how to present it. Now, I want you to still reason the psychology. Reason the psychology that is going on. And don't forget that word I told you, write down. Don't forget that word I told you to write down. I hope you haven't forgotten, because we are going to use it later. It is a word like can't is going. I don't know. I I've forgotten the word also, but you will remind me. It was from this one called Biafra Unite. He made that sentiment. He made that sentiment. Now listen.
Cycling and be remarrying and be talking all kinds of things. Revolution is the key. They are using a job. A job is working for the caliphate. This I can tell you. Do you understand what it means for the federal government of Nigeria to reward you with 51 million naira?
Wow.
He's working for the caliphate. Anything that they tell him to do, he will do. Any script that they tell him to play, he will play. He is in Nigeria. He's not even safe. He's not even safe.
Are you paying attention? He knows that it is everything, anything they present for you to play, you will play. And he is playing his own formidably well. That is the reason why. Remember, Nigeria is that criminal who prosecute other people with their criminality. Just like Abba Kyari. Abba Kyari is a criminal who go and kidnap people, prosecute them with the activities of himself, Abba Kyari. Kidnapping and extorting, drug pushing and all that. Yahoo, internet fraud. Abba Kyari is doing it, but he is going about prosecuting people, killing people in the name that when they see you with a laptop, they kill you, or they take you in and give you bill. That is to show you Nigeria is that criminal that prosecute the innocent just because he knows how the script of Nigeria works. That is the reason why he is now telling you that Ejiofor collected 51 million. Of course, Ejiofor is a legal man. He can sue Nigeria, they pay him 51 million. Of course. It is his home that was burnt down. There were casualties. He was traumatized. So why don't you go home and get traumatized if that 51 million is your problem? I'm not defending a job for here. Understand my ground where I am standing. I am not here to defend anybody. I am not here to defend anybody, but understand the ground. Listen attentively. Listen attentively.
And we are expecting to be getting feedback from a job who failed to do his job. He's not been able to do his legal job. And we want to be getting health information from a job. That is very, very unfair to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our leader will be so disappointed for us to say we want to be waiting to be hearing that our leader's health is not okay from a job. Is he a doctor?
Our leader will be very, very disappointed. Do you know what that means? That our leader is going to be disappointed at these criminals because there are people that he was looking at to see if he will commend them. Now, but at the end of the day, they have disappointed him. Now, Ejiofor, you see that they are lashing at right now. They are lashing at him. Do you know when it started? On the 8th of April. That's when they started preparing this attack, rolling this fireball to throw at Barrister Ejiofor on the 8th of April. When Ejiofor came out to say, Umuchukwu, prepare your dancing shoe because we have testimony, it becomes their nightmare. That is the reason why they want to make sure that they bring anything possible on the table to make sure that they destroy the activities, they bring down that spirit of Ejiofor, so that when he goes to the court next 2 weeks time, he will start being confused. That is the plan That is the plan. Now, this boy you see is also a very, very conniving snake. He is very, very dangerous. If a snake come into your house and this boy come, kill this boy first, because he's a conniving snake. He is worse than the snake itself. Are you paying attention? Many of you might undermine this boy. Don't undermine this boy because we call him Omo boy. Don't undermine this boy. You see, this boy and Biafra unite. Do not undermine them. These are evil. These are evil. You see, Ekperima, the activities of Ekperima is that they use the criminal, tactics of Ekperima to sell their, to set Tafaji set all over right now. And they have used that criminal activities to set their work. Now, they know that they need to trigger it to the next level because time is running out. Time is running out. If you remember what we told you from the beginning, that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, they will fight him. But I am going to show you how they will fight him. I am going to show you their plans, because they have built it, how they will fight him. They don't know that we know. They have put it on map, and it's on its route, making round. Let me show you. Just listen to this boy. While after this, I'm going to show you.
Not being able to give our leader a medical checkup, and you're going. See, we need a revolution. The revolution is the key for our freedom. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did exposition for more than 10 years about the coming of the Janjaweed, and he prophesied that they are coming to take over our land. Today, it is happening, and because they know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is saying the truth, they plan and kidnap him, and he has been kept in DSS Gong incarceration for the past 10 months without food and medication. Why are we still waiting to hear from a doctor that our leader said, okay? Is this not enough?
Did you see the emotion? They want to present double emotion. If ease does not work, wars will work. The double emotion here is that they want to see if they will build that thing again, create that, that how do I put it? They want to create that notion that, in emotion in our people, so that you will, those who are having criminal activities in their mind, they will continue to rise it up, because they know their time is running out. They know that on this 2 weeks time that we are waiting for, it is going to be on our favor. That is the reason why they want to push you to the wall. And that is plan A. So that if they push you to the wall, you will go and to see if it will work this time. Because whenever we talk about the health of our Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will now, it will now become something they will use it to blackmail Biafrans. They use it to blackmail Biafrans. This autopilot. First of all, they will use it against the legal team. And that is the plan of the DSS. That is one of their plans. Their real plan, I am going to tell you once we understand where we are going. That is their primary plan, to destabilize Biafrans, for us to lose focus, for us not to understand what we need to do next, for us to lose our diplomacy and become emotional. because all they wanted is to make us emotional. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is he going to survive? He is going to survive. But I am here to now create something that you will work on right now until this release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that is coming by. It is imminent and it is inevitable. That is the reason why you see all the stakeholders running helter-skelter, because they know that the case they present does not hold water. So they want to find a way to execute their plan, plan B, the Nigeria state, the Western agenda is coming in right now. I'm going to present it to you because they have already created it. Now, listen to this boy. After listening to this boy, there is something I want you to listen to him very well before you will understand what is going on.
For us to rise and fight to protect and defend our land. They killed us, people. We didn't react.
You and who?
They killed us in MNA. We did not do anything. They killed over 28 people in our leaders' compound. We didn't do anything. They killed us in Enugu, Akwa Ibom, everywhere, Edo State. We did not do anything. Even the recent killing in Imo State, Bunkering, they covered up the news, just like they are using a job to cover up the situation now.
Wow.
It is time for us to hold our leaders accountable. Put your ears down when you hear anybody die, any of your brothers, they kill any of your brothers. Take the dead body, go to the office, their government house, their houses.
Now, this will now bring it brighter and clearer to you while they are fighting Ekperima in Finland, because we have given Ekperima in Finland enough dose. And Ekperima in Finland, now we have woken the consciousness of those people who are enlightened following him. Those people who are enlightened but stupid following him. He noticed that we have woken their consciousness. And the last thing Ekperima in Finland want to lose in the media that gives him money is respect. He knows that he is fighting a lost battle. That is the reason why you find him most of the time telling you that he wants to sideline the DOS. He does not know that when he claimed that he sidelined the DOS is when the real fight began. He believed when he sidelined the DOS, when he claimed that he wants to sideline DOS through his YouTube poll, that now we are going to go back and relax while they are broken tapuapa. But he noticed that now, after that, the things become worse for him. The last thing he wants to lose is his media face, and it is inevitable. That is one important thing I want to remind you, Simon. Your media face is inevitable. It is already been killed. Now, he is trying to use exposition all the time, to use exposition, to use it to confuse people. Now he is, he claimed that he is buying more, creating more level ground for himself. But the people he is working for knows that they are running out of time. We don't need your exposition anymore. Your exposition is not what is needed right now. What is needed right now is to start pushing this emotion that go and tell them to kill the governors. I am the disciple of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Kill the Ohaneze and the Igbo leader. I am the disciple of man. Kill everybody. That is what they wanted very much to be preaching. And Abache Egwu Onanuku. Ekperima realize because Ototo na Igbo oya ka o ji asụ Igbo. Ekperima realize that na Abache Egwu Onanuku after the only this exposition. Only exposition as double-edged sword. That exposition, if he does not, it will make you people to believe he's the one working. Now, while he claimed that he's the one working, winning more people towards autopilot, winning more efulefus towards autopilot, so that they don't understand. They don't understand. Then he's telling them, I need more time. They don't have that time anymore. That is the reason why they told him, we don't need your exposition anymore. We don't need exposition anymore. Are you paying attention? He is trying to be diplomatic with the criminality, but the people they are working with, they don't want to be diplomatic. They want to make it today, tomorrow, because they are not chafoko. Ekperima in Finland is not the one holding the appointment, the contract. He is just a hired entity. The people holding the contract, okune mufani ana chafoko, Rolito no chena chafoko. And you should know that Rolito Onochie is 100% behind what is going on. She is involved. Check it spiritually, check it physically, check it anywhere. She is involved. And she was certain that IPOB is going to collapse once they capture Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. What is happening today? It is disappointing to her. It is very, very disappointing to her. Now, listen and pay attention. Listen more.
Flog them and bring them out. That is how to trigger the revolution. Ignore every message that coming from Ejiofor. Ejiofor is working for the caliphate. There is nobody that will ever be working for the caliphate or live in Nigeria that will not be working for the caliphate. They threaten them every day. Ejiofor introduced Mike Ezekweme as the lead counsel. Have you heard any word from Mike Ezekweme? It's failed. It is only a revolution. I hate coming here and be listening to too much of story. Reading Biafra Unite every time you keep on reading news for me. Stop all these things because I'm done. What we need is a revolution. Let us go out there and fight.
He is telling Simon, stop reading news for him. He is telling Biafra Unite, you people are reading news for him. That is exactly what what he is insinuating. Stop reading news. Stop this your exposition. It is not what we need. We need action. We need to win these people by fire, by force. We need revolution. We need to do something. We need to create something. You need to create atmosphere that will sabotage Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In Finland is still trying to bring diplomacy because they have seen that ever since he's diplomatically, trying to expose activities of IPOB, trying to incriminate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, being diplomatic, he noticed that we are more diplomatic. They are noticing. You know that people who are outside the game, they see the game, how it operates, more than people who are inside the game. I hope you are paying attention. That is the reason why they have seen that each and every diplomacy he brings to destroy IPOB, we counter it. We return the favor. And that is the reason why they don't want this anymore. It is a waste of time. Let them change the approach. And my Finland now knows that he's already in a hot seat by telling you that any casualty you see in Biafra land, go and kill the governor, go and kill this person, go. He's already on a hot seat and he's trying to refrain. He is trying to make people forget it. You know, his approach is that once it is 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it is forgotten in the media. But we don't forget. That's what surprises them. We don't forget. We don't make it disappear. We bring it to you all the time. Now, pay attention. He wants to start ranting what they not rant now. They want to put it through as if it is a revolution. Because they know that once they say go and kill them, you know, we will catch their plans. We will know their plans. That's why they're now coming to revolution. Revolution is very, very important. It is very, very, very important. But that's an apa alalonute. Revolution is very important. But what is their plan by calling you for revolution right now? What is the plan? That is the same thing that we're going to decode right now. Pay attention.
This is what we should be telling our people. We cannot get feedback or any help from Ejiofor or any of their legal counsel. It's been 10 months. What are we waiting for? Is it not to wait? They kill our leader? You are saying that we should be waiting. Our leader should be giving us information. One day they tell us our leader is dead. What will you do when you cannot even stand up now and fight? Revolution is the key. Let us rise up. Revolution now. That is all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Now listen. Revolution now.
Thank you. God bless
you. When revolution now talk, they all attacked him, but now they're speaking Showore language. And they picked it up, they notice. Let me hear from the one they have. Cowards. You heard how this boy started telling him it is you people. You are defending your brother Ejiofor, which means all of you are in the same category. These are Janjaweed. Whether you sell, it is like Dave Umahi and the whole push of them who accepted to kill their people because of, power. Caliphate still see you as a criminal. They still see you as dangerous. So that is exactly the plan. That is the approach of this person. Now, you as a person, Biafra Unite, in front of you, this boy insulted you. You insulted your origin. Let us see how your response will look like. What your response will look like. Let us hear from you and hear if you indeed, because some of you will say he is more matured. It is not about being matured. The same approach your enemy use against you is the same one you're supposed to use against him. Now he told you you are people. You are people. That is the reason why all autopilot criminals, they tell you that apostle is who made him apostle. Who made him apostle? That's Suleiman Suleimani, a Muslim man, is the one who told you that Igbo people, but they don't understand that there are mixed blood everywhere. That is going on. If he had said that there are mixed blood in Igbo land that believe in selling each other, selling people out, I was going to give him kudos, even though I don't like it. I don't believe in their philosophy. Their philosophy is a criminal minded. It is a criminal minded philosophy. It is just like what these people are doing and what Simon is doing, making people pay comment section, making people pay super chat. All of them, they are the same approach. Believe you me. But let us proceed. Let us hear from Biafra Unite, the man on the mask.
Now, let me say something. Revolution now is a slogan of former election. So when we talk about revolution, we are talking about a revolution to free ourselves from bondage, not to better the zoo called Nigeria. That is one thing I want to say. Oh, Sophia, please unmute yourself and say something about this.
Yes, thank you, my brother. Yeah, Biafra Unite, thank you. So, my people, this is the time for.
Did you notice that Sophia wanted to call the name of this Biafra Unite? Did you notice he almost called the name of Biafra Unite? Thank you, my brother. Rap. Are you sure it's not Rap for Wazurike? Thank you, my brother Rap. You know, maybe Raphael or Raf or whatever they might call it. But we are going to find out. He is from Anambra State, this guy. This Biafra Unite guy. He is from Anambra State. So now let us listen to Wasofia. Let us listen to her.
For us to be free. As my brother said,
and while this thing is on, Simon Ekpa's YouTube and all her his media is muted for this voice of these people not to air out to his media. It is not that okay, but let's get to that bridge now before we cross it.
Freedom is not giving, freedom is taking. You see all the distraction. Ejiofor Mushineke. Ejiofor is all the time he's coming with victory. Hey, our leader said Mushineke, one Shineke, everything victory is yours. Now Ejiofor is not really yours. Because we have heard about revolution now. They have said it now. It's not other person, it's our leaders' brothers. Kanuta, and Fine Boy. They don't want to make their nyash open. They don't want to make their nyash leak. They don't want to make the Toneni make it. Victory must be Dr. Neni, because Dr. Neni must have the victory that she's saying the truth, that the Kanu family is a fraud. They are very wicked. They are sellers. They sell their own blood, and it's an abomination. So we must treat that. No matter where people say, don't say it, we must say it, because if we don't say it, that is how our forefather, their faith, because that we see something, they will be covering it. Hey, this is my own. Hey, let us cover it. No, if it's me, bring me out. Disgrace me. Useless me on public. I deserve it. Because of this, because if you do that, many people left will be safe. But if you did not do it, people will die. A lot of people will die. If you cover a mess, or if you cover a shit that this one on my own, we will not do that one anymore. If it is me, shame me, do everything, bully me, talk to me, so that people life will be free. Because the people that is dying, they are people's children, they are human beings like me and you. Ejiofor is always lying. Anytime we will just raise up something that we are going to do something. I remember when Dr. Lenny published it. Ejiofor was lying. Our leader is they have been drilling blood. The blood want to finish. They have been drilling it they have been drilling so that we will leave what we are doing and come out. A very wonderful lawyer. It cannot fair for our leader to eat in
now.
Constitution. Ejiofor is being guided by the Nigeria ethics.
Listen, there is something I want you to understand here. What I want you to understand here now. These people believe that Ejiofor, whenever the court is approaching, these people believe now that Ejiofor, when is using this to win in the court, by exposing, whenever the court is approaching, he starts exposing the ill treatment that is being meted on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. After exposing it, because they are giving Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ill treatment, they believe that when Ejiofor expose it, finish. When we go to court, the court will hear it, of course. When the court hear it, they will see it. Also, not only they will hear it, they will see it. After seeing it, the court will know that that place is not a place that is meant for that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because if anything happened to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the court knows all this. The world knows all this, our complaint. The world knows all this report coming from the legal team. And it is reported to court. Court is supposed to now look for a vital solution that will mitigate this ill treatment coming from the DSS dungeon. And that solution could be by giving bail. Now, that is the reason why, one of the reasons they are countering what is going on. Are you paying attention? That is one of the reasons they are countering it. You see the condition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Everyone can see that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not being fed. We can see, but they are now telling you to disregard it, that it is a lie. Because it is also going to be used against the enemy in the court of law. Because they know Western agenda. Listen, and listen very, very good. Let us hear the one who will come in and challenge her. Let us hear it. Almighty Eberima in Finland, according to you people, sitting with bunch of illiterate, bunch of cowards, bunch of people who don't have number six, is here sitting with them gossiping, talking trash. Listen how he pick it up.
Biafra Unite, please. I am airing this thing on my program. I don't want, in as much as we.
You see how he is lying. Number one, he lied that he is airing it in his program. Number one, he lied that he is airing it in his program. Let me bring it to you, because I don't like to actually quote people out of context. He claimed that he's airing it in his program. But let us see how authentic. Let us see how authentic his lie was. Let us see how authentic. Because we don't leave any stone unturned. I didn't see that one coming. But let us see. He claimed that he is airing it in his program. Let us hear. I am going to bring that program to your screen.
Yes. He's a permanent lawyer.
He can never get justice in Nigeria.
Now, hold on. Just wait. Let's see if indeed he was airing it, because he muted it. Because I was watching and I was following the program. Just 1 minute. I think I can't find that video, because I think they deleted it and replaced it. They deleted it and replaced it, because the day we were watching, this was not having a voice. There was no voice there. Okay, or it's not this one. Let us leave that one behind. Let us leave it behind, because many people who were on YouTube that day, you could hear that there was no voice. It was, I actually left it and went to Facebook to watch a Mama Boys. Now, but he claimed that he was airing it in his platform. It was having no voice. So in how he started bringing out all these things that they are using to attack Ejiofor today. Now he is now claiming, the reason why he is claiming that he is defending Ejiofor is nothing, and he went ahead and tell you that Ejiofor swore and both in Nigeria Bar Association. You know, so that thing alone that he did mention is the only thing that will show you his attack. How he attacks. It is the only thing that will show you how he attacks. His they know exactly what they are doing. Because immediately when he finished there, he went straight to his platform. He told you that we fight will resolve, you know, that the distance it happened. But we understand ourselves because immediately when this thing happened, Nelly Ofe will pick up phone. She picked up phone. I know that she sent him a message. Because they saw that he went online immediately. To start his own broadcast. There's, you know, immediately this Nelly Ofe guided him. He started started telling you, it happens, we do this, we do that. At the end of the day, he said he will not join them in joint broadcast anymore. Because at the end of the day, he set his own erat to write on his page. Please don't join them on the comment section, on their joint broadcast. Don't join these people. Owasofia must be guided. Owasofia does not have any sense. He insulted those people through his comment section. It is called a proxy war. Proxy war. Now, at the end of the day, he came back to announce that he will not join them except if it is fundraising. He will no longer join them in joint broadcast except if it is fundraising. But first of all, that night he made everything. He said that, we fight, we fix things together because we are moving train, we are autopilot, we understand, we know what we are doing. He motivated people not to take this to heart. Let's hear it.
Constitution. Ejiofor is being guided by the Nigeria ethics of the Nigeria Bar Association. People should not understand this thing. So Ejiofor cannot talk the way we want him to talk. I am in legal field. If somebody that is not in Nigeria is a different thing. So no matter how we hate the way, I personally hate.
When it means Mazen Nnamdi cannot get justice in Nigeria.
Did you see the plan?
He cannot get justice.
No, listen to me.
Did you see the plan? He's now bringing it. So it means that Mazen Nnamdi cannot get justice in Nigeria. He's not attacking Ejiofor. It means that Mazen Nnamdi cannot get justice in Nigeria. So, what plan have you made to move Mazen Nnamdi justice to the ICC for them to transfer his case there? If you keep saying that he will not get justice in Nigeria, what is the plan to make him get justice from ICC? Common Nigeria lawyer you don't have. You never presented. But you are not telling us you cannot get justice. The one we have, you are trying to bring them down at all cost. This is a psychology. What Ekperima is doing here is not necessarily what he wants to do, because he knows that whenever he lasts at Ejiofor, he will get even his followers will start telling him, Simon, don't talk about Ejiofor. Please leave Ejiofor behind. Because he knows also that when he talk against Ejiofor, his followers will ask him, why did you not bring a lawyer to replace Ejiofor? Are you paying attention to the psychology there? Of course, the illiterate does not know. Illiterate next to him does not know. Illiterate next to him does not have any, she's not leading any congregation. Ekperima is leading congregation. So that is exactly that is the reason why he just last, starts. He didn't even try to address war or try to address people who are, undermining him. He just, because he's scared of all of them. He knows that all of them are his boss. Listen.
I'm muting everybody. I'm sorry, I'm muting everyone. No one talks. I'm the one who is moderating this, and I'm not going to.
Biafra Unite. You are now becoming the boss. You are muting everyone.
Simon, please hold on, please. let me clarify something.
I discussed this in with you. See,
I know. Oh, just hold on. Just hold on.
The Kano can never get justice in Nigeria. We understand that, and we have said it. Every one of us agree here. He can never get justice in Nigeria court.
Now he is now being guided on how to present it now. You see how Nelly guided him through on how to present it. Now you must change that your topic and your narrative, because our enemy is here. Change it that the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu cannot get justice. Use it and escape. Are you paying attention? These are people, criminal syndicate, who are very, very organized. They are very, very organized. They are manipulative. They are very, very, manipulative, that you will not understand. They will present one or two to keep you busy. They present it to keep you busy. They have already delivered the message they want to deliver. That is the answer to what they have tried to destroy the spirit of our legal team. That's what they are doing here. They have tried to bring the spirit down, that they will not work with confidence. But of course, we know that our legal team is formidable. They can't listen to this jargon. That is, they have delivered the message. Now Nelly gave him a line of escape. So that for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not get justice in Nigeria now. The people illiterate among them who does not understand that line of escape, you will listen to what they say. Let me allow it to roll, because we have a very, very important, exposition we want to do. Pay very good attention.
I've said it that the combination of our activities with the
it's okay. It's okay now.
So okay. I don't want to be here. It's not like I know I have.
It's okay now. It's okay. Let me say something. Let me say something.
I can't allow this to continue, please.
Hold on. Let me say something. Please. Let me say something. Interjecting someone is not good. That is number one. And number two, even if you are airing this program on your platform, you are not the one speaking for me. I am speaking.
I can stop it.
Hold on, please. Hold on, my brother. Hold on, please. Let's not make mistake. Please. Even if you are airing it in your platform, every one of us is also airing it on our different platforms. If I'm talking to a job, I'm talking to a job based on what I feel and how I feel. You are not the one talking about, and nobody will hold you responsible about it.
But I have a topic. But I have topics to discuss here, right?
Yeah, that is among the things we are talking. It's among the because it has been deceiving our people. It's among because he's the one that brought the message, and he has been deceiving our people. In fact,
remember, it is Maradona
and even
and Ronaldinho.
So please don't interject the person, because as long as what I cannot.
I was not aware that we are going to discuss it.
In fact, I am going to give Nelly Maradona.
It's not that we are directly discussing a job for here. We are not discussing. And when we spoke, I'm the one, I called you and I told you, given the condition of our leader, that is very important. We come here and do this emergency joint broadcast. I told you this on phone. So please allow Sophia
to air her mind on this case.
Now,
I beg you.
listen to
You're
Sophia.
not speaking your mind.
There is something that is different between condemning somebody and discussing the person. We can condemn a Jofo for the approach they have used so far. And the way
he's not he's
approach so far.
Remember, he's against talking against the Jofo, but now you can condemn him with the approach. He wants them to be diplomatic like him, but there is no way they will be diplomatic criminals like him, because there is always a loophole. There is no perfect crime. There is no perfect crime, of course. Let us see. Let us see.
We have to understand that Ejiofor is a barrister in Nigeria.
If Ejiofor is not able to defend our leader,
hold on, Dr. Meli, hold on.
Our leader
immediately Nelly talk again. See, now he went back to that line of Nelly. Our leader cannot get justice in Nigeria, so that Nelly will not lose it also in front of us. Are you paying attention? So that Nelly will not lose it in front of us. Immediately Nelly now tried to say our leader will not get justice in Nigeria. Because when you dine with the enemy, an app is a remote. I want to see how he left. Then we will go to
please, I beg you for the second time. Please, even if you are erring like what I said before, allow Sophia to speak her mind. We are not discussing a job.
Let nobody attack a job on this platform.
No. You can't stop anybody from attacking a job. No, Dr. Nelly, please, I'll meet you once again. I'm sorry, I have to meet you again. It's not about, nobody will stop anybody from attacking a job is also our problem. So if I am the one who made the mistake, attack me the way you want. Please, I beg you for the second time, my brother, we respect you a lot. We cherish you. Allow anybody, you can't stop anybody, because we are attacked. When the OS sold the struggle, we are attacked. Ejiofor has sold our leader. In case you are not aware, I'm not happy. So allow Sophia to say her mind. Please, I beg you, my brother. Please, Sophia, go on.
Wow. What?
Let her talk her mind out, please.
What?
You are in a good time with a job.
Look at the Megodu Simon. Look at him first. Look at how they have turned Simon into becoming a Alebo. But if you buy POB leadership in Afua, they have turned you to become a Alebo. Look at him. But let us hear from Sophia's conclusion. Let us hear from them.
Before we know. But please, if I'm not in a good time with him, allow me to say what I know he has done. Sophia, go ahead and make it a short.
Yes, Manzi Biafra Unite, thank you so much. There is something going on, you know.
If I'm Francis.
No. Just go ahead and wrap up, please. Sorry.
Yes, that is what I'm going to do. There is something going on. If Samuel collects money from Nigeria government, you know.
No, that's what I'm not going to allow you, my sister.
Did you see that?
Mazokonko, please welcome yourself.
Did you see that? That is how it is.
Unmute yourself.
Now,
always
Did you hear that?
And some of the other parts.
That is how it is.
In television to watch how you are being slaughtered.
Okay, now we are going to sideline this one.
They burn you.
I hope you have gotten the message. I hope you have gotten the message. We are going to sideline this one now because we are going to go into the real thing. Before we go into the real thing, let us do this. Let us do this. Let us go back to this. To this. Let us go to this Eberima first. There is something I want you to understand. We're going to touch on this briefly. We're going to touch on his 2 videos briefly. I am bringing it to your screen. Then I am going to now expose to you the exact. Okay. Now let me bring the video.
97.5 FM. You are watching and listening to the Enter Biafra Channel 1. The Enter Biafra live streaming app and on probably all Enter Biafra platform and auto-piloted IBOB platform. This is a late night broadcast. You know that sometime whenever the time permits us, when we do not have the time, we will always come very late like this to have a very special program. So this night is not different from every other
after
night.
The war. This is after the war. I hope you remember. That is after the war. He went back to his platform now to do his broadcast. That was when, if you follow that broadcast, you will see when Nelly pick up a phone and he was doing a broadcast. Now listen, he was actually checking the phone right now as we speak. As we speak, he is checking the phone. As he, just like he's in front of you, he is checking the phone, the messages from Madam Mazinelli. Rather. Now let us hear it. Let us hear it. Let me bring it again. Let us hear it.
We have had a special program like this, so we are going to be very brief in this particular exposition. We will try to be brief as possible. So we have come to continue the exposition of the Afghanistan template that is being played in Nigeria. This evening, I want the people that are crying and wanting one Nigeria to understand one thing. We are all genuine. We are all genuine, and we are all genuine. People think I will not come online today. So
let us hear from him. Listen.
Of Afghanistan.
Pay attention.
And of course, we continue from here. I want to also use this opportunity to inform Biafrans, especially because I know a lot of people are sleeping now. Nobody, a lot of people think I will not come online today. So a lot of people are sleeping. You see, one thing about the autopilot is that we are all genuine.
Okay.
We are all genuine, and when we disagree on some certain things, it doesn't tear us apart, because we know that the only thing we are fighting for is the freedom of our people. So whenever we come and we disagree like this, a lot of people will think, hey, they are not fighting. They are not fighting. Tomorrow you are going to see Nelly Ofebu on my program. Next tomorrow you will see Owasofia on my program.
Wow.
So it is what makes us.
Why you don't call him
because we are not command and control. We are not.
Have you seen how they have written give him? Don't go there and mess up. Don't mess up. Regardless of how illiterate these people are, don't mess up. They sent him a message immediately. I don't know if you saw. I don't know how many of you who saw when Nelly pick up a phone. Let me see if I will actually bring it. She sent him a message because he left immediately, went and pick up his ties. And put on his tie and jump into a program. Nelly now picked up her phone and directed him on what to do, because of course you know what is going on. And that is the reason why he started saying he will see these people on my program. How can you see them on your program when you say you will no longer join the joint broadcast anymore? If you can no longer join joint broadcast anymore, how then are they going to come to your program again? Now let us go to somewhere else, because this is where I want you to pick up here. This is where I want you to pick up here from here. Now we go to another broadcast which has something to do with this man. Another broadcast that has something to do with this man. Let me present this man first, that he is going to present to you. You know, I told you that they are working with Owazurike. Some of you might think this is one of the general talk. It is not. It is not one of this general talk, but I am going to make it clear to you now. The reason why I want you to understand something. Let me bring in the broadcast he made, because we are still going to expose very important stuff. But I want you to pay attention to this one, so that when you will understand that they are for many years who is the DSS and Catriona Lang and her accomplices, Lorito Ochie and all that, are using to sell their propaganda. And that propaganda is strong enough to destroy IPOB if we allow it to roll. But of course, Chukwu Okike is the piloter of this movement. Chukwu Okike is the piloter of this movement. Of course, you know that they are using this Uwazurike's going to Yaya Bello. All these things are strategies to distract us. We can never be distracted. Uwazurike is a failure. Uwazurike is a sellout. Whether he wants, he can go to vote Mosque Square again. We don't care. We know whom he is. But believe me, this is a way to try to distract us for their agenda to click in. Listen to how Ekperima started exposing activities of Uwazurike. Hello?
Almost the same time, is that all this why is that all that I want to inform Biafrans today that what we saw today, if that is actually truth, the sabotage of Biafra by Uwazurike just started. If what we saw today is actually truth, it means that all this while you were accusing Uwazurike of sabotaging Biafra.
Accusing, no.
He has not started. He just started today. And I want you to understand that this is just small to what is to come.
Okay.
We are fighting against principalities and power, against demonic incarnate.
And first of all,
most of
before we proceed, hold on, let me know who. Now I want you to, to follow him while he is analyzing Uwazurike. He called that we are accusing him. We were not accusing him. Uwazurike, have done many things that shows that we are not accusing him. We are not accusing him, but it told you we are accusing Wazulike. We don't accuse people. We tell you what people did and what people are still doing. So let us listen to this. You know, how he analyzed Wazulike here. And then we are going, I will now present to you what the DSS and what the Western agenda is planning, and it is only going to be they're only going to sell it through these people autopilot. Through these people autopilot. Listen to how he analyzed Wazulike, because this is one of the ways to keep us busy, so that we will start talking about Wazulike. They want to make you believe that the busy that the Janjaweed want to keep us is the one of Yul Edochie, Peter Edochie's son. That is not the way they want to confuse us. It is with Wazulike. They want to use Wazulike joining Yaya Bello so that we will make it our topic. You don't need to make it your topic. Wazulike is gone. Wazulike is working with Janja. Of course, you know. These are Miss Blood. The reason why they call Igbo names, but we are not talking about it. Yul Edochie has the right to marry 10 wives. We are polygamous in nature. We are African men. So let us just zip it there. If you want to marry 10, he is an African man. It is our right. It is our ways. Women are languishing in Nigeria. Men are in the prison, languishing in prison. Women are all over the place. So you reduce them from being single. Please, let us continue. Let us continue.
Speaking Biafrans. It is very, very disheartening that in as much as we understand that Wazulike is a sabo, because I'm just calling that name today, I think for the very first time.
Because you took an excuse to use it so that you present it as if it to make people start talking about it, so that it will take our mind off the bigger picture, the plans that you people have at hand. I don't know, but I know that. Okay, but let's continue. Let's leave sentiment.
Today mark the beginning of the highest sabotage of Wazulike. I want you to understand that the enemy we are dealing with is not just enemy from outside.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy of Biafra are multiplying on a daily basis. And we must be very, very brutal in our quests in this liberation phase. Brutal in the truth, brutal in the activity, brutal in everything we do. You know, when people hear brutal, they think brutal have to do with
Now, did you hear this? When people hear brutal, they think that is why I tell you that him coming out to tell you, go and kill this person, go and burn this person, go and do this thing. He is now retracting his step because we have guided him. Because it is consuming him. The one he said is already on his head. The one he said he is already on his head. They want him to continue saying it so that when he will go down into the pit. That's what this you do autopilot group want from a now. That is why what he said now, he is trying to put it in a manner that you will understand that is, you will, I want you to understand what is going on here. But he is analyzing Owazurike very calmly. Let us continue.
Killing people. We have to be very brutal in everything we do. In this liberation phase, brutal in the truth, brutal in the activity, brutal in everything we do. When people hear brutal, they think brutal have to do with killing people. We have to be very brutal in everything we do.
Oh.
I want everybody to understand that the enemies is not like they are multiplying every day. No, but rather the enemies are making themselves known. The enemies are becoming too bold to make their intention known to the Biafra people.
Mm-hmm.
The enemies are now becoming too bold to make their intention known to the Biafra people. The question now is why all of a sudden the enemies are becoming so bold in making their intention known to the people.
Tell us. We are listening.
Because of you. Because of you. Because of you. You and I.
Wow.
Who will continue to give the green light to the enemy to have the balls and the impetus to come publicly and summon courage to begin to make their intention known publicly.
Who are those enemies? Reading from the script. Remember when they tell you, when you take excuse from somebody to to just expose them a little bit, you will be reading from a script. Let me show you that he is reading from a script. Let me show you that he is reading from a script. I want you to pay attention. Listen.
I am here to continue from where I stopped.
Now, listen.
I am here to continue from where intention known publicly.
Reading from a script. Are you seeing that movement?
I am here to continue from where I stopped yesterday.
It is Owazurike that is analyzed, because they gave him a script on how to analyze this one. You understand? That is the reason why he is reading it out. He is reading it out. And the reason why I brought this video to you right now is for you to understand that Wazurike's activities right now is a very big distraction that they want to bring to us in order to achieve this. Let me present to you. Share this video, alert everybody to join. But before I present it to you, let us give this message to the world.
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a British national and political activist who was traveling on a British passport when he was kidnapped and tortured in Kenya for 8 days by Kenyan and Nigerian government-sponsored criminals. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned to Nigeria on a government-chartered flight without extradition process. Nigerian government continues to hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu captive under severe torture, treating him worse than a condemned criminal. In spite of all the protests around the world condemning extraordinary rendition of this great eloquent political activist and demanding for his release, Boris Johnson's British government continues to do nothing and says nothing to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is a British citizen and who is being tortured to death by the Islamist fundamentalist controlled government of Nigeria. The questions now are, what does Boris Johnson's British government know about the planned kidnapping, torture, and rendition of this British citizen in the hands of the Islamist fundamentalist controlled Nigerian government? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is neither a criminal nor a wanted person in the civilized world. Why is Boris Johnson's British government romanticizing with this Islamist fundamentalist controlled Nigerian government who are sponsoring terrorism around the world? Why is the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Miss Katrina Liang, romanticizing, holding hands and taking photos with the terrorists who are holding her own British citizen captive unlawfully? If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is to be a white British citizen, would he be abandoned to die in a foreign country for committing no crime? The answer is no. For asking for the freedom of Biafran people in Nigeria, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to law. For practicing Judaism, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to law. Calling on the world leaders to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now to avoid the dire consequences if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is killed by Nigerian government and her accomplices. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. Let Biafra go. What the Almighty God cannot do does not exist. This message is supported by the human rights advocates.
What the Almighty God cannot do does not exist, of course. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. Now, get ready. There was a word that I told you to write down. I couldn't write it down and I've forgotten that word. I don't know from that Biafra Unite. From that Biafra Unite, when he was talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu inside the prison. Inside the prison, he was showing his picture. There was a word he mentioned that I asked you to write down. I don't know if there is anybody who wrote it down. If you wrote it down, I want you to remind me of that word while I am presenting this to you. What I am about to present to you right now is something. It is something that, you know, this thing that you are going to see right now, it is something that I want you to pay very good attention to the words, because we are going to analyze it together. Pay very good attention to the words. Even if you have seen this thing before, pay attention to the words, because that is how, number one, in this agenda, you see that woman that is taking pictures all over the place, Catriona Lang. This initiative sound like he has. Now, the people in Aso Rock, this is their real plan. Their real plan. If you don't understand that Nelly of Fable, you see Nelly of Fable, every time you come here, you see her coming to act like she's not all there. That she's not all there. She knows exactly what she is doing, that woman for. You will see her as if she's not all there, so that you will think that you know, there is something about what she is preaching. She would dress, put a scarf, act like a woman who is losing, but you don't know these people. You see, you see this fight that we are fighting today. It is coming from Aso Rock. It is coming from Britain. You see this fight, or you do autopilot, you have no idea. Some of you are undermining the activities of these people. But I want to make it clear to you that this fight came from Aso Rock. This fight came from Britain. There is the Western agenda coupled with the activities of Loretta Onochie and Aso Rock. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu exposed them that Buhari died. And there is somebody in Aso Rock. Listen to this video. Listen.
You guys, that I'm sorry to break out this news, and as it stands, I'm not using my real voice because of security information. Okay. What I want to tell you guys is not by quarreling one another right now, because these people, they are not ready to release Nnamdi Kanu. And I will tell you that about 16 million, about 11 million dollars was paid for Nnamdi Kanu to be arrested. $11 million was paid for Nnamdi Kanu to be arrested. And let me give you the biggest one. Nnamdi Kanu is not going to be released.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can't you see the man is going. Thank you very much. Okafor Obinna Francis. Okafor Obinna Francis. Thank you very much for this, reminding me of this. Can't you see the man is going? You remember who said this? It was in that joint broadcast of Autopilot and Edu. When Biafra United say, can't you see the man is going? When he presented Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's photo, he said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going, meaning that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or meaning that Biafra United is dying, not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That's exactly what he meant there, meaning that Biafra United is dying. That's exactly what he said there, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu cannot die. Listen attentively. Can't you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going? Now I am going to analyze it in this video. Thank you very much.
They are doing right now, they are doing a face surgery. They are doing a face surgery. They are going to bring somebody in as Nnamdi Kanu, and the guys will not know. The same thing, everything will be the same. It will be like a face off. Nobody, you will not know. So this is a very this is a very high secret. But I'm just giving it out. That's why I'm changing my voice. I know what I'm telling you. I know everything about this thing, about Nnamdi Kanu being arrested, everything.
He is saying that they are trying to do face off. Yeah. And I hope you know whose emblem is in this voice. I don't know if you will be able to see it, or is my okay, I think my distance is blocking it, but let me bring it lower or lower. I want you to know whose emblem. Biafra Unite is the emblem there in this video. Like I told you, Autopilot are going to be the ones that is going to sell this agenda to our people, so that, you know, they are now already telling you that they are doing face-off surgery, preparing somebody to come out like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, claiming they will not release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If you understand, this is the initiative. This is actually the, you know, the theory many people use against the freedom fighters. The theory many people use against freedom fighters. If you think about Nelson Mandela, some people believe that Nelson Mandela that they bring out was not Nelson Mandela. Now, let me shock you now about what these people are saying. He is trying, because they know Autopilot and Edu and also Rock and the Western agenda agenda. Western agenda. They know that the case Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is answering in the DSS dungeon holds no water. They know that the case in Nigeria is going to answer, for their activities in Kenya, holds a very big reservoir of water. And they have compared, they have contrast, knowing that the only way they are going to destroy IPOB can not only because infiltrators that they have brought to our midst, they have failed on arrival. Remember, I warned you about this before. If you can remember, in one of my broadcasts, I told you that the next thing these people are going to be doing is that when they release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will tell you that it is not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that they have wore him a mask. I said it in one of my broadcasts. I will look for it and I will replay it one of these days. Now, he is telling you because they have seen that all their plans, all the tactics that they have brought to the table, they have failed on arrival. That is the reason why they're now telling you that they are now building a face-off. Remember that since we have discussed telling you that autopilot, they are going to start attacking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he comes out. That is, they have seen that we have sank that in your mind because they don't want to miss or lose what they are the criminally building. They want to re-strategize it. Did you hear the idiot who is saying this, saying that he is changing his voice? That is the reason why he is changing his voice, so that you will not understand. You will think it is somebody from security information. You know, that is the reason why he said he is changing his voice. These are autopilot. They want, because they know that our leader is coming out. And they also know that our leader is coming out, maybe because the court will not finish already. He can be released on bail with bail conditions. Of course, everybody knows that, which they want when he comes out. When he comes out, he will be, they will start a campaign. They start running this campaign that it is not our leader. It is not our leader. Don't listen to him. It is not our leader. Because autopilot is here to stay. It is not our leader. Idu is here to stay. Listen very attentively. Listen very attentively.
We know everything about it. Everything about it. We know that I'm sorry to break out this news. And as it stands, I'm not using my real voice because of security information. Okay. What I want to tell you guys is not by quarreling one another right now, because these people, they are not ready to release Nnamdi Kanu. And I will tell you that about 16 million, about $11 million was paid for Nnamdi Kanu to be arrested. $11 million was paid for Nnamdi Kanu to be arrested.
Are you paying attention?
And let me give you the biggest one. Nnamdi Kanu it's not going to be released. They are doing right now, they are doing a face surgery. They are doing a face surgery. They are going to bring somebody in as Carlo, and the guys will not know. The same thing, everything will be the same. It will be like a face off. Nobody, you will not know. So this is a very this is a very high secret. But I'm just giving it out. That's why I'm changing my voice. I know what I'm telling you. I know everything about this thing, about Nnamdi Kanu being arrested, everything. We know everything about it. Everything about it. We know. So that is why they are not allowing Nnamdi Kanu to change his clothes. So they have, as it stands now, ask if you have any access to him. He has gone for tests. They have tested Nnamdi Kanu for more than 42 times. You don't know why they are testing him. They want to get the same voice.
Wow.
The same eye bulbs. The same everything. If you know what is face off, that's what I'm talking about. Nnamdi Kanu is going to be there. They are not going to release him. Believe me, no matter what, how we gossip each other, this one, that one, this one, the other guy, that is not the way forward. All the talk, all our highlights, those are not going anywhere. Those are water, those are talk without weight. They are water talk, cannot stay in a basket. They're just talking because we need to talk. That is not the way forward. There should be a deep solution for Nnamdi Kanu. You guys don't know what is happening. This guy is there lavishing. This guy is there dying every day.
This guy is there dying. Remember the voice of Biafra Unite. That can't you see that the man is going? Remember the voice of Biafra Unite. Connect this together. And whoever that is talking this is from a coastal region. Whoever that is saying this is from coastal region. Remember the voice of Biafra Unite. His sentiment or his comment. He said, can't you see this man is going? So that tomorrow, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, they will tell you, it is not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Autopilot, we must continue. I hope you are paying. Are you understanding the psychology? Are you paying attention? Because that is their next plan. That is their next plan. That is exactly their next plan. Can't you see the man is going? This man is dying. That is this one on the sound, on this voice said that the man is dying. It is them that are dying. DSS is maltreating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, depriving him of his medical attention. And at the end of the day, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will thrive. He will thrive. He will come out and he is going to take us to the promised land. Biafra struggle, let me not make any comments. Remember that these people in Asorok want to make you believe, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu expose them and expose their mask wearer. Are you paying attention? He exposed them. He exposed their activities in Aso Rock. Now, another reason why they are telling you this is for you to go cold on your legal team. It is double-edged sword that they are using all the time. For you to go cold on your legal team. Number one, for you to, not trust your legal team, so that tomorrow or 2 weeks time, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get a bail, they will now tell you, no, this is not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This is not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You remember there was a security information that was passed by one idiot that it is they have prepared a face-off surgery to keep Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon. A Western agenda. That is the reason why. Why did they not sell this thing last year? Why did they not sell this thing 2 months ago? Why is it now, after they have filed bail application, they start selling this? Because they know if Apostle of if this guy, what is the name of this pastor who said that Igbo people are cursed? Igbo people were in the church clapping for him. Suleiman say his own. Igbo people were still in the church dumbstruck. Like this, dumbstruck. Like this, not saying anything. Some were clapping for him. Why will, if they start making this video to make round on social media, why would these same Igbo people and France not buy it? That when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, they will tell you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is no longer the one that we know. He is the one, like the man in Aso Rock. But they don't know that we know, of course, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that we know that have a coded message with the DOS. Aye. These people, they don't know. They don't know how formidable we are. They don't know how intelligent we are. Wherever you see this thing that I am playing here in any IPOB platform, whoever that send it, you must delete that person from that IPOB platform. This is the way they started. Enter your room, enter Biafra, enter this, enter that. People entered, they locked the door. That is the next campaign they are starting now. Listen attentively. Let us continue.
Its lifespan is reducing every day. Break lifespan is reducing. If I can ask them to give a screenshot of where Carlo is staying, I will post it to you. If might be, but I don't think it's going to be possible. Then you will understand what I'm talking about. You know, I've changed my voice talking to you because this is a very serious secret, and I don't want it to come out. You know, like my voice and all that. You know, so you guys should be very careful, and you guys should know what to do. The Biafras are very, very much. So wobbling each other is going to be, it is a military techniques. They are using the tactics on the Biafra generally. They have what they call it. There's a problem in their midst, and that problem is a confusion. It is called a mathematician confusion. It's a mathematician confusion. They will be fighting each other 3 years. Bros will be there. They will fight each other 5 years. It is a mathematician. It is a mathematician thing. So, but what you guys should do for him is, you guys should make sure that the change is close, so that if they try this face off, you people will know. Because face off is going to come on Nnamdi Kanu. It's going to be fair. That is why the clothes cannot be changed. Imagine where they have tested somebody. This guy has gone for blood test 42 times. 42 times. Ask him. I'm telling you from inside. I'm telling you from inside. I always listen to your program. You should know. I always listen to your program, but I've never ever maybe even comment or made a speech. I'm a big fan of Nnamdi Kanu, though I'm not from Biafra, but I'm a very big fan of him. A very, 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 very big fans. And
that is the language that all you gullible Biafra like to digest. I'm a big fan. So I'm not from Biafra, but I'm a big fan. That is all the language all you gullible Biafrans will understand. Are you going to tell me now that in this era, Buhari made a face-off? We recognize it, and it is a, you know, it is actually what is boiling them. Why they did not add it in their account charges? Why? Because they know it is the truth. Now, somebody want to return the favor. Somebody want to start selling the narrative. Believe you me, whoever that is saying this is an agent of Nigeria. 125% agent of Nigeria saying this. And that is the reason why you are seeing these things. Gathering of evildoers. That is the reason why you see gatherings of evildoers. And you will continue to see them. Planning ahead of time. Trying to know if they are going to penetrate. Because their primary agenda is only to penetrate IPOB. Autopilot failed them. So now I'm bringing in plan C. which is their own plan B. It is going to be autopiloted plan C, because they have utilized anything in their disposal. Autopilot, manipulation, psychological, reverse psychology, everything. It is not working. If you are in autopilot, you don't know the activities of this video, you better ask questions. Who made this video? Who made this video? It's from Coastal Region. Now, I want you to pay very good attention. Let's finish the video.
We have an insider, like people with him there, not the not the prisoners, among the cops, among the DSS. We have people. So whatever that is happening, I'm telling you from inside, the guy is going to be face off. Now they have introduced secret judgment. The lawyers will not get access to even come close to him in that secret judgment court. It will be a bar. They will not know who is there. The guy will be answering.
Remember, they say the lawyers will not have access to him in the secret trial. This was the last court when it was secret trial. This was Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with his team of lawyers. Are you paying attention? I don't know if you are focusing. Are you focusing? This was Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let me remove everything that is blocking it. Let me remove anything that is blocking it. This is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the last court adjournment, which they claim that he didn't come to court. That is the reason why they keep telling you he never come to court. He never come to court. I don't think there is court today. So that when this man, then they present this criminal talking, you will now start saying, we put 1 and 2 together. Eberima said it. Criminal masking himself as Biafra United say it. Momo Boy said it. And Elidu said it. Then you will now start making you will start making your brain, lose it. And if you cannot control it, the next thing you are going to see is that you start believing in their conspiracy theory, their manipulative and their conspiracies. You start believing in it, because this is exactly how you were colonized. Exactly how our people got colonized. Presenting this, leaving it here. Present another one, leave it here. Present another one, leave it here. Another one in the middle, leave it here. Then they bring it together, connect it together, that when you look at them, you connect them, you lose it. And they will come and tell you this is how it is. You agree? Yeah, I agree. They will come and connect the door to it, will appear the same way it is. Then you will agree. When you know it, you are already a subject of colonialism. You are already a subject of colonialism. They don't bring it once. They keep filtering it slowly but surely. You are getting there. Taking away you know what is called common sense. They are actually making it to evaporate. Your common sense is now evaporating with the activities of these people. They will now start instilling, inculcating in you all this rubbish, bringing it together, analyzing it for you. Then you will start believing it. One mistake from the other party, they are gone. That is the activities of Western agenda. It is not only Nigeria that is handling this propaganda. It is not only them. There is a Western agenda to it. There is a Western agenda. Maybe the criminal infiltrators did not know where all these things are coming from. They know that they are working for the zoo, but they don't know that what they are, presenting is Western agenda. The same people who colonize you, the same people who is what is it? British oligarchy on you. They are the same people who are bringing out ways to use to manipulate your brains because you are fighting to get away from this principle. There is a place, but you must say that we are fighting against principalities and power. What is principalities and power? Principalities and power does not mean that it is a spirit that is disappearing and appearing. Principalities and power the Bible talked about is what I keep telling you. Principle led by in order to use it to manipulate you. Principle means a law. It is not a Holy Ghost and a fly. Principalities and power, they make a law that will work against you in future. The power of that law is what pins you down until you find another principle that will be able to shatter the previous principle without putting yourself to the other side of the law, which is IPOB, footstep, which is this struggle we are into. It is something that is the reason why I so much like when Soludo said the factor and the jar. The factor and the jar. They know what we are doing is a principle that we can use to counter their own principle. Therefore, they have to bring another way or another principle, another law to counter the one we are bringing. The best principle win. It is not be the best idiots that are ranting, go and kill this person, go and kill that person. The best principle and the promise wins. The principalities and power we are fighting, we are up against. Let us finish that video before we call it a day.
They have seen him on the Kalu. They will snap picture with him. The same voice, everything is same. Same smile, same teeth, same height, same shoulder, same look. You cannot differentiate it when you see it. And the time is very, very close. This is very, very close. That is why I have to come on here to review this secret. And I hope that I hope that you guys should work on this. You guys should not let this fall on the ground and stop quarreling each other. It's not the way forward. We are always updated. When like it's just like I'm there. It's just like I'm looking at him talking to you. I don't know. I want you to get a clear fact from where I'm coming from. You understand? That guy is there. It's really
autopilot.
I know. I saw the picture.
They have not injected him. They wanted to inject him previously.
Look at
the lockdown. I think the fact is that this. It is the Igbo governors. It is the Igbo governors that contributed this amount to extract to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. This one doesn't have anything to do with the Hausa. The front
just because they are request for presidency, they will never smell that seat. Any of them that smell that
actually they fronted the Fulani to make a different utterances so that it will be complicated. But they're not those guys. The other guy that was caught at the airport, he contributed money. These guys contributed money. My squad went to pick Nnamdi Kanu from where they pick him from. The people standing with him, how everything happened. We are in a very better position to see everything. The amount they pay to guys that pick him up, the trace, everything, we have it all.
They gave the information.
What they are saying is
this information is coming from autopilot. Are you paying attention? It is coming from autopilot. Where I am playing it is autopilot media. Biafra United, the one I told you that he is that faceless criminal. It is coming from them. It is coming from them. Let us continue. Let us continue. Wow.
Highlights. They are not going to they are not going to the point. Deliberating for 3 years. It is non-avoid. It's not good. So whatever that has to be done has to be done. That guy is lavishing in the back of the jail there. I want you guys to always know. Imagine somebody taking 2 sliced bread and 1 egg. Nnamdi Kanu, a king. 2 sliced bread, 1 egg. Sometimes a whole day. Sometimes a day. There's something that is called cocoa. Cocoa. This cocoa, it used to be pap. Sometimes they're giving pap and 2 bread, no egg, a whole day.
Hey,
I don't know what you're thinking about. I don't know how you're feeling, man. I don't know. I don't know what you got. This guy, they want this guy to die there. So don't think they are going to release this guy. Nahi. It's not
of course, we know that
him.
they want him to die, but they cannot succeed because of what of unknown. But these people, I want every Biafra in WhatsApp, in every platform, in every forum. When you see somebody posting something like this, delete that person immediately. They want to sell a narrative that will be on your mind. They want to sell a narrative. So, because they know Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will come out. They know that there is no justice system that will hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with that frivolous charges of them. Case of intimidation that they have called the case of terrorism. You made a broadcast in hellfire in heaven, and the broadcast you made threatened the people in hellfire. It is a case of intimidation. That is a case of intimidation. No one need to be arrested. People need to just call in for questioning. That is what case of intimidation is all about. According to the law, you can't, because I say I will do. How did you have any evidence that I did it? So they know that there is no justice system that is reasonable enough other than the justice system you find in banana republics. Only justice system you find in banana republics that will be able to look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and call him a terrorist. If you call him a terrorist, who is Tinubu? Who make people to go and shoot people in Lekki toll gate? And what about Katrina Line, who gave him that ideology? Because after visiting Tinubu, he became a bloodbath in Lekki toll gate. What about Buhari that says that a fight on Boko Haram is a fight on his people in the north? Who is a terrorist? No, let us answer ourselves. Who is a terrorist? Let us finish this thing, because there is a alarming images that is very sensitive, but I don't know if I will be able to display it here, but let us finish listening to this criminal.
It's just only the activities that are going to bring different promises. Carlo, we are going for a discussion. We are doing this, we're doing that, we're doing that. All those are void. All those are void. So I think it's just that you make it total. They should make a total shutdown.
Dangerous.
They are not fighting anybody. This is a code. It is called a code war. They are not fighting anybody. Lockdown. Anybody come outside. Halagali. So that is it. But if you guys are debating every day about this different topic from here, UK say this, London, Americans say this, all those are crap.
Now it is now telling you that autopilot should stop. And Finland should stop doing exposition. That is another. Did you pick it up from the beginning, where they tell you that autopilot should stop doing exposition? That Finland should stop doing exposition. I don't know if you're picking it up. I don't know. Now he is telling you that you couldn't be saying UK said this, that person said this. You should stop doing exposition. You should carry gun and go and shoot people. Just like the DSS are doing here. I don't know how I am going to present this so quickly. Just like they are doing here. Just like they did here. A bloodbath situation. Very, very evil. I cannot present it to Facebook. It is evil, believe you me. Very, very evil. Now let us finalize.
Anything. That guy is suffering. These people want the guy to die. And they are going to give the guy face off within 3-4 months from now. The guy is going to be on face off. So that will not be Kalu again. It's a different person. So
Yeah, that
you guys should get this straight.
That is exactly
Thank you very much.
Narrative they want to sell. That is exactly the narrative that these criminals want to sell. That is the narrative and they have sold it. That is the reason why I am pleading on our people who are actually controlling our WhatsApp platforms. Kindly, any day, anybody, any idiot send anything that looks like this, anything that looks like this, any day they send it, make sure, don't even think twice before you remove that person from that platform, because they are agents of darkness. That's what these people are. They are agents of darkness. They want to use it to wash our people's brain. Before you know it, our people will have this at the back of their mind. Autopilot because let's go and follow autopilot. Bunch of criminals, but they cannot. Their criminality and their manipulation cannot match that of the divine IPOB media warriors. It will never match it. These are a bunch of criminals, and we never, they will never be left unpunished. They will never be left unpunished. Somebody, I don't know. Let us have a very short interactive section. You can call in. You can call in. Let me pin the number. Let us have a very short interactive section. In the next 15 minutes, let us have interactive section so that you will bring in your opinion and how we are going to mitigate this information that these people are sharing from getting to our gullible people, because our people lately, they are very gullible. I want you to check my number on the screen. It is on the comment section. I'm going to pin it on the comment section. Okay, we have the first caller on the line. The first caller on the line. The caller on the line, your name and where you are calling from, please.
George.
Ndewo.
Yes, this is the priest of peace.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, it's unfortunate that our people are listening to gullible. Bunch of illiterates, bunch of nonsensical illiterates. You see, I don't know the extent of daftness of our people to be listening to this bunch of people. Look at what you are showing. Let them just look at these people. What are their credentials? These people they are listening to be able their credentials.
Oh dear.
But when you look at IPOB structure, you will see lawyers, you will see engineers, you will see IT guys, you will see people, you will see the, let me call it, intellectuals that knows what it is. People who have diplomatic sagacity to follow events and keep the government on check. But look at how stupidity is all over these people, and our people sat down to do what? To listen to these guys. I am so confused. I am like, what is in God's name is going on? You see, the only way to mitigate this situation is to continue to refute the agenda. You see, the media, the IPOB media warriors are always ahead of them. Because from what they will say, you will judge them. From whatever they bring out, you will judge them. You guys are 1,000 miles ahead of them. They will always fail.
They will.
This is not the first time they are saying that Mazen Nandikanu is a clone. They have said it before.
Yes, yes.
They will want to say, and they are saying it again. So they are not going to stop because their agenda is to continue to refute whatever thing he wants to do because they know that their time is up.
It is true.
Until people begin to understand that these people don't have anything to give them. They have not achieved anything. Look at that one that is called Sima or whoever that name is. He is advocating for blood. He's calling for blood. Now, there's something our people have forgotten. When people were calling him at on Mazis Nandikanu broadcast, they will say, let us go and kill. Let us go and burn them. Mazis will say, we are not, if you kill these people now, we are, if you kill them, who do you want to govern? No, when we get what we want, then we will know how to handle them. They are calling for blood.
Yes.
Is IPOB calling for blood? No. You see, the narrative is this. They want to delay whatever thing that is going to come out from this whole stuff. But it is not being delayed. It is even moving faster than we expected.
Yes.
Because they have nothing to offer. They have nothing to give. They have failed everywhere. They have failed. Anything they do, there must be a hole on it.
Yes. They always leave a trace. They always leave a trace.
Sorry?
Everything they do, they will always leave a trace. But they are not aware.
So, you see, even the Nigerian government is not being intelligent enough. They are not very.
They are not. That's why Catriona Lang is going about everywhere, giving them advice. What do you think?
The advice is backfiring. they are clever, but they are not smart. See, there's something different between when you are clever and when you're smart.
Yes.
A smart person will always come out of every hard situation. A clever person cannot.
Yes.
So, Catriona Lang or whatever her name is, they're not even smart. They try to be clever. But at the end of the day, I know in my own thinking and own opinion, I know what they are trying to negotiate a safe landing for Mars. I tell you, he is coming out with conditions. Believe it or not.
Yes.
He's coming out. But they will give him condition.
Yes.
Please, we don't want you to talk. Go take care of yourself. It is whatever thing they agree on his behalf. When he comes out, he will do what you want. Because he has made it clear. It is Biafra. Nothing more. Give me a referendum. That is all I want. Whether I'm alive or dead. You see, when they are saying Mazu will die, we are not afraid of him dying. We are not. Because whether he is alive or dead, you see, there's something the Bible says, whether alive or dead, Christ is being what? Is being preached.
Exactly.
The gospel must be preached.
Yes.
You understand? Mazu will be out. He will be out, and the gospel will continue.
Yes.
If they hold him, the gospel will continue now. It is in gear 3. We are going to gear 4 now.
Yes.
The gear 4 is what is about to start. And it's already started. See, look at how they are killing themselves now. You see how they are matching themselves. I told the Berima, say, look, when you will fall, you will not find any place to fall.
Exactly.
When you fall, I begged him on his platform. I said, see, listen, start your own platform. Leave these people alone. If you are here and somebody have called on your platform, immediately Mazu will render. It is time for you. And I believe it's this Biafra Unite. Told him to test his popularity. That is the guy. That guy is deadly.
He is.
You see that Biafra Unite? He is a